the National Football League.
Representing the legendary Al Davis, and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium, as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Tonight, we're keeping it in the AFC West between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Trey Tucker to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So out had the Raiders for their first possession. And leading them out, you and I both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
Not been a whole lot of careers quite like Geno's. The miraculous second act of his career in 2022 is now old news. And I think because of a stubbornness, a stick-to-itiveness, and a competitiveness that few have.
They send the tight end in motion left. Right to the air with Smith. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's good for a Raiders first.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. They go play action. Here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And some excellent work on this play. It takes him a while to get to him downfield.
It's a gain of 28 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Ball at the 33 for first down. First carry here for Ashton Jeanty. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought for that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another give here to Jeanty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for another Las Vegas.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Shotgun give here to Jeanty. And the stop is made after 4 yards. It's 2nd down.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete.
As I watch practices today, Kate, both college and professionally, one thing is abundantly clear. Teams spend so much more time in the red zone. They know it's the money zone, and defensively, if you can force incompletions and knock it away and leave teams for field goals, you got a great chance to win.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time, the plant was closed.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. This is from 35 out on the left hash. Carlson's kick is good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Darius Davis to return it. This makes it up to the 25. But now out comes the Charger offense for their initial drive of the game. They're led up by the 6th-year pro out of Oregon. Productive his entire career so far. You and I are both big fans of this guy, Justin Herbert.
Just ho-hum, more of the same production from Herbert in year 5. In fact, it was the cleanest football of his career, Kate. 23 touchdowns, just 3 interceptions. But he's got to check that box of playoff wins. And that's not easy to do in this AFC.
On the carry, this is Najee Harris. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Perception and reality, Kate. The perception out there from the public is edge rushers are defined by their sacks. The reality in a locker room and in the huddle is you could be defined by your relentlessness. And his motor never stopped. Helped him track it down for a loss on the outside.
Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
So on 4th down, here's J.K. Scott on to punt it away for the Chargers. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. 2nd drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. They've got 1st down from the 31. First play is going to be a give to Genty. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Back to Genty. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there. Reset it back to 1st down. But instead, defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Here we go. Goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. On the sneak, it's Smith. They're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop her at the line. No gain.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
1st and 10 from the 41. Coming left is Genty. Jukes one defender. And he's taken down. It's a quality yardage on that play.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Smith on 1st down. Dumps it off to his running back. Juke the defender. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. That's another Raiders first down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
1st down, Smith to throw. Completed over the middle. Takes out a one-stop. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
That's good.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
From the gun, Smith.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
At the 4-yard line.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. They're running the up, fighting for the goal line. Oh, he lost it! Someone punched it out! And the Chargers think they have it, and they do!
That is such a gut punch as a quarterback. You put in so much work to get down near the goal line, and then you've got to take care of the football. You can't be reckless with the ball. Those defenders are looking to knock it free, and that's exactly what they did, keeping points off the board.
The Chargers getting their offense set for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line, get a good push, get a good gain, get some positive yards. Job well done.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Harris once more. And they bring him down here at about the 13-yard line. Pickup of 2 here. And the Chargers will have a 1st.
2 yards on the play.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Staying on the ground with Harris. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
A gain of 12. And the Chargers first down.
You call that first down running play. You don't always expect to get those kind of yards, but they'll take that every single time.
All set up now for 1st and 10. A handoff for Harris running right. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
I know they say it any time he comes up in an interview, but they appreciate having him on this defense so much, Kate, because of plays like that one. Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He's got Quentin Johnson complete. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
First down, ball at the 36. Herbert from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, Herbert. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
On 3rd down, Herbert. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
These quarterbacks are so good with their clock in their head between the tackles. But you get outside the pocket, and you've got to have that same ability. If you hesitate for a second, the defenses with their speed at this level, they'll find a way to bring you to the ground.
The Chargers lined up in punt formation. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. And he's there to make the fair catch right at the 10-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. And they know they let points slip away with that fumble in the red zone, Brock. They're looking to get him back here. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he's taken to the ground after a nice push downfield.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Las Vegas first down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Connecting on the slant. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 29. Short pass brought in. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On third down, Genti. And this defense is going to win this rep. They hold strong there in the middle, get him down right at the line. Fourth down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Now the Raiders readying for the punts, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Pulled in at the 20. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now L.A. getting its offense all set to go. And they're hoping they can keep the punter off the field this time around, Brock, after he's been called upon each of their first two possessions. Chargers getting set. First and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And he picks up a nice chunk before the stop is made.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Chargers.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate. When you put the ball in the air, how many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Another try following the sack. That's caught. Keenan Allen. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Herbert now. That one's good to McConkey. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First down, Chargers.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
About 4 yards on that carry. It's going to be second down for him.
You know, that's a good run right there. Keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. Now Herbert to throw. He's stepping up and takes off with this one. And Herbert slides to a stop with enough on that play to move those chains.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
From the gun, they go with Harris. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. Chargers ball as we get back for the second, and they are thinking points. This is Harris on second down. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. To the air this time, Herbert. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those third down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. He's looking 34 yards here down the middle. Dicker connects there. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's White on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Smith setting the throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll push this upfield and earn that one. New set of downs.
A gain of 15 yards. And a Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Throwing left side, Bowers has it. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. Trying to find a cutback upfield, but nothing doing. They take him down for a loss.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Brought in inside the 20. Excellent pickup to move the chains. 36 yards in the end.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Now Smith taking off with it. That one stopped right at the line for no gain. This is going to be second down.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
All right, here we go. Second down. Smith to the air now. Has it at the 7. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with first and goal.
That's another Las Vegas first down. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Caught just shy of the goal line. He has the touchdown. The Raiders take a second quarter lead. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders break that tie and now lead by 7.
Chargers 3.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
On return, here comes Davis. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. This gets out to the 30. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. First and 10 now from the 30. Running behind center with Harris. Getting the tempo on that carry. Second down coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Gonna lead to some shuffled around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Completed over the middle. It's a small gain up to the 38. Remain Pratt with the play defensively.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Third and just 2 to go. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
J.K. Scott's on to punt. And they could really use a good one here. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And a fair catch made here at the 17. The Raiders ready for another drive on offense as Jacoby Myers heads out. And he finds himself across an important benchmark for yards this season after that last drive. He stayed pretty busy this season, and the numbers show just that. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run from Mostert. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 7, Brock, to begin this drive.
Well, that run may not move the chains, Kate. That is such a confidence builder. Sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. From the gun, Smith. He smartly won't risk something here and just chucks it away.
Kate, as soon as this quarterback broke containment, I know your eyes and my eyes went the same place. Can you find a big play down the field? Unfortunately, there was not one to be had.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throwing is Smith. That's the 1st down, and he's still going. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It's a gain of 29. And a Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
New set of downs for him from the 46. 1st down, Smith to throw. We've got a screen to the running back. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
36-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Counter give to Jency. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gives him a 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Going to the ground again on 1st. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that game. Brought down on the effort by Derwin James.
He was brought down.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. From the 28. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
17-yard line.
To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Mostert. And he's going to get forward for a gain of about 7 on that run. It's 2nd down.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Takes off right out of the read option. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. Shotgun snap to Smith. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 13-point lead. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
So we've got a stoppage now. Figured this might be coming. We're going to take another look to see if this was indeed a touchdown. Well, this right here is where having all those camera angles comes into play. We're going to get a much clearer picture thanks to all the shots we've got.
Yep, technology, everybody's friend right now. We get to watch it again and again. Unlike these officials, we got to see it once in real time. We just have to see, is there clear enough evidence to overturn the call that was made down there on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
Those points safe on the scoreboard. The touchdown upheld upon review. Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Raiders 17. Chargers 3. Daniel Carlson.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. On the return, here comes Davis. And this drive will start inside the 25. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Now an inside handoff to Harris. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
As a corner in this league, well, you go to the Pro Bowl if you can cover. If you want to be an all-pro, you stick someone like that.
24-yard line.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Herbert from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
There's no negatives ever on the grade sheet for completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
So now here's 3rd and 5. The tight end going in motion right. Herbert now to throw on 3rd. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So once again, J.K. Scott out to punt it away. Tucker on to handle this return. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Shotgun give here to Genty. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
You know, we love to talk about corners, those corners that both love to tackle and cover. It's kind of the same thing with these defensive ends. Most of them love sacks. They love rushing the quarterback. But those that run down a toss play like that, they separate themselves from others.
Here's 2nd and 14. Short pass brought in. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. That's Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Extra defender in the secondary now for the Chargers. 3rd down coming. Now Smith. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Charger offense making its way to the field. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. 1st and 10. Herbert. Complete over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
First down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Here's Herbert, 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Throwing the out route complete. And this one only manages a yard before coming to an end out of bounds. It's going to be 3rd down.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Now Herbert again. That one's good to McConkey. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. It's Herbert once more. Hockey's got it again. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Now a run with Harris. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Here's Herbert. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes them. It's going to be third down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
On third down, Herbert. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force to throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
A 38-yard attempt.
Dicker connects there. And that'll get him back to 11.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's White on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's first and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And he's going to be bottled up right at the line as we reach the 2-minute warning. So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. It's the Raiders who have it, second and 9. Gun. Here's Smith. Complete out to the right side. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
Smith on first down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up second down. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. And again, it's Smith. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Darius Davis returning for the Chargers. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Chargers offense getting set to take over. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. play, bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Herbert on 1st down. Complete out to the right. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
Los Angeles.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Timeout call by the Chargers. They're first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. This might be a free play for him. Completed over the middle. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Defense.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty.
That penalty is declined.
First and 10, here's Herbert. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. LA uses a timeout here. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Herbert to throw once more. He's got it over the middle. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
Chargers 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Herbert throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be hit, set out after about a gain of 1, maybe 2 yards there.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
From the 20 on 2nd down. He'll try and run this. Gets a little something out of it before sliding to a stop.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
From the gun on 3rd, it's Herbert. Johnson finds the football complete. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers making a 1-score game before halftime. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Now it's Cameron Dicker on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Chargers cut the lead down to 4.
17. Chargers 13.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. And it looks like we're going to have time for one more play here, Brock, as this one goes for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before the half. He hits him on the out route. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So we have a one-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
Las Vegas.
On the return, here comes Davis. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Los Angeles getting its offense set to go to begin the third. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. They give now to Najee. And it looks like they'll give him about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They bring Johnston in motion. From the 28. Jump off caught by his back. And he's brought down at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. To throw, Herbert. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
On now comes their punter. And this is going to be his 4th effort tonight. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Raiders have their offense back out there.
At their own 28-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Genty from the gun. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
He was taken down.
His goal is pretty clear, Kate. Crash forward, then crash inside. Set that edge, but if you can come inside and bury that runner before it gets started, all the better.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talked about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Gotta figure out this third down here. Now Smith. Dumped off to his running back. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. He calls for the fair catch and has it at the 22-yard line. Out comes the offense now for the Chargers.
At their own 22-yard line.
LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. On the play fake, it's Herbert. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer. Extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Down. And 10 yards to go.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Herbert. That one's nabbed by Allen. He's got them quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
1st and 10, Herbert. Back-to-back grabs here for Allen. And this one does not go far.
Complete to Keenan Allen. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 46-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Herbert now off the play fake. Finds his fullback. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. They give to Harris from the gun. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
Okay, the 2-yard run on 1st down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule. He's going to have to pick up the pace.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the pistol, it's Herbert. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it's 3rd down. They have Haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Dumps it off to his running back. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Chargers will have a first.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball. Kate, hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
They've got first down from the 31. They'll run here with Amari on Hampton. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
A good draw play is like a great punt return. You just set the table and let your elite athlete do his job. Excellent job of selling the pass. The O-line got a body on a body. And these running backs at this level, they know how to make you pay defensively.
Here's Herbert, first and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Motioning the tight end left. A run here with Harris. And second down only works out for a yard.
The ball carrier, taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Herbert from the gun. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Following that incompletion, we've got an injured player on the field in need of a look from the trainers. So on 4th down, on comes Cameron Dicker and the Chargers for a field goal try. It's a 36-yard look for him. Dicker connects there. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point.
Listen, all he could do is make the kicks he's called out there to make. They need extra points from him, but for now, he's able to handle his 3rd field goal of the game and just inch them a little bit closer.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our second half.
Cameron Dicker.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's White on the return. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field.
24-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. Throwing is Smith. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And he'll get it up to the 27.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
From the 27. Caught quickly on the slant. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a Vegas first down.
That's just great
First and
instincts.
10
Go
at the
air it out on
39-yard
second down
line.
rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
On first down, Genty went in there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
The line of scrimmage.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Connects on the crosser. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. That play good for 17 and a first down.
A gain of 17 yards. And the Raider first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That wasn't going anywhere else on that play. It's one of the ones called specifically for the tight end because they know he's able to get a good release off that play action, and then he gets himself in space to do some damage.
Give up the guts. It's Genty. A solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Tackled by Derwin James.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They go play action. Here's Smith. He's got some air under this one, deep down the middle. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for third down. Almost the completion of the wrong team there. And now they need to get 4 on third down. From the gun, Smith. Short pass brought in. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest and gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Giving this to Genty. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to a yard. Tuipulotu in for the tackle.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
You know, gains that seem a little tougher to get against a front, gosh, this QB just makes routine. Such effortless running to pick up a handful on that designed run.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. And off to Genty. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. It's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Premature balding, gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. It is a 44-yard look from the right hash. Carlson's kick is good, and that'll push their lead to 4.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Now LA getting its offense all set to go. And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. LA bringing the offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Carried by Harris here to start the drive. And that's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Working from the gun here, it's Herbert. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Herbert. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. The big play nets him 17 yards.
It's a gain of 17
and the Chargers
yards.
will have a first.
1st down, Chargers.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Najee takes this one. And they catch him, but not until he's picked up 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2. Harris once more. And they get to him a good ways downfield from that line of scrimmage.
Brought down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 11.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
1st and 10 now from the 30. Out of the gun, here's Hampton. Broke through the tackle. Fights off the tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And they're going to get a couple yards back on the return, but I don't think they care much, Brock, because they're going to take over on the fumble. Oh, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that 1st tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that 1st tackle, he can absorb a shot. Right, he's got great what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that 2nd hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. Straight ahead with Genty. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Out of the gun, here's Smith. Finds him on the crossing route. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
It's a gain of
They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
The Raider 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Those routes across the field become oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. With enough time, it's almost inevitable he'll find enough space for a completion.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs.
Intended for Ashton
Hey, Kate,
Jenkins.
I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. It's Smith. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. And again, it's Smith. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first.
For a Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Counter give to Jency. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Now Smith. On target to Thornton. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Up to the line, and they're set. First and 10. They'll run it with Jency. And they finally stop him, but not before he picked up 7 on that first down run. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes second and 2. Staying between the tackles with Mostert. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
The tackle by Derwin James. A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Third down, 1 yard to go. A give here to Jency. Oh, they're on him quick. He's not going to get the yard they need, Brock. He only gets back to the line. That's going to bring up 4th down. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. On comes Daniel Carlson for a pretty important kick. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Tate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Chargers and Najee Harris making their return to the field. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Chargers getting set. 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Herbert to throw. Right side and in the hands of Allen. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8. 2nd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Now an inside handoff to Harris. Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
All right, looks like they're going to try to power this across. Goal line formation on 3rd and inches. Trying to sneak, it's Herbert. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down.
A pickup of 2 yards. 1st down, Chargers.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
Shotgun give to Hampton. Spins out of one stop. Free up the middle. Gets a breakaway. Touchdown, Los Angeles. The Chargers now trail by just a point in the 4th.
Kate, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie is putting on a show.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th.
23 all.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's White on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Raiders back on offense, led out by Geno Smith. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Pressure comes. Smith. Throw takes him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Shotgun give here to Genty. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff for Mostert. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
You know, Kate, during draft season, I was talking to an NFL GM, and he said, you know what, in time, we're going to realize tackles for loss are just as big a deal as sacks. Sacks get so much of the popularity. Tackles for loss, when you knock that offense backwards, I promise you, in time, we'll be keeping a closer eye on plays like that one.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Connection made to Raheem Mostert. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Blitz coming for Smith. Ricky Myers, and he's got it. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
Yards on the play. And a Las Vegas 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This really isn't a route designed for a lot of yards, Kate. You're just trying to get a small handful and move on to the next down. Stay in rhythm. But anytime you can work some magic after the catch and stretch it out, those are welcome bonus yards.
Now setting up the screen to Mostert. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Genty from the gun. Ooh, they're on that one. 2nd down's going to end up in a loss of yards.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Completed over the middle. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
That's another Raiders 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Here's a give inside to Mostert. And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
They've got a man in motion. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20.
It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A 9-yard gain and good for a first down.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They motion Tucker over left. A give to Mostert out of the gun. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
We take a break from his regularly scheduled programming of pass coverage duties to see him adding a little contribution in the run support. And his teammates, you can just see the body language. A little nod, a little grin. They'll welcome the reinforcements every time.
Throwing is Smith. Setting up the screen. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
Kate, I'm going to call that, even though it looks like nothing on the stat sheet, a win-win for both sides. The defense, well, they rally. They get right to that throw in the flat for a no gain. The offense, well, they just remind that defense. You not only got to cover us vertically, but we're going to stretch you horizontally as well.
Throwing on 3rd, Smith. To the edge of the end zone. Oh, it's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And now they're staring at 4th and long. A close game is going to stay close, Brock, so long as plays like that are being made in big situations.
Yeah, in these tight games, you got to have your defense making plays just like that in the red zone. Here we got a defender in particular coming through with a big hit to keep points off the board.
A 29-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Carlson, all set now for the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Escapes a defender. This makes it up to the 25. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line. Allen sent in motion right. They'll start with a give to Harris. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. Staying on the ground with Harris. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and it brings up an LA first down.
That's a play that won't pop on the stat sheet, but the players and coaches won't forget about it. I promise you that. Coaches will file that one away the next time they really need to pick up a few yards.
1st and 10. Here's Hampton. Jukes one defender. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front seven.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Hampton. He takes this up to around the 46, and that's going to leave him a yard at most from that marker on 3rd down.
The 46-yard line. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
He's going to keep this one. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on 3rd down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment in this one later.
Hampton now up the middle. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Herbert. Allen bringing in another one. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out.
As a quarterback, when you have an out-route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Herbert now to throw on 3rd. To the ground it goes. That's incomplete.
You know, Kate, my years in Indianapolis with Peyton, he loved to know the tendencies of the defense. In 3rd and short, more often than not, all across the league, you get man-to-man coverage. It really is a good time to throw. Unfortunately, couldn't execute that pass in the 4th downs instead.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. The Raiders ready for another drive on offense as Jacoby Myers heads out. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Pass is dumped off to Mostert. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A gain of 12
Play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball. Right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
10 at the 37-yard line.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. First down, Smith to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. That's into the hands of Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
Punting unit out now. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. Takes it in at the 21. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Charger offense making its way to the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. LA offense all set. Here's 1st and 10. Herbert from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Connecting on the slant. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
1st down, Chargers.
First down, ball at the 36. They go play action. Here's Herbert. Throw left side, grabbed by Allen. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd down at the 43-yard line.
Second and 3 now. Running behind center with Harris. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
Landon Roberts there on the tackle. It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and inches.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Chargers trail by a field goal. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They motion the tight end over. Back to throw it. He has the first over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Complete to Will Disley. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down, Los Angeles.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And they get there to take him down right around the 41.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Setting up to pass. Downfield, and he has McConkey. He goes the distance. Touchdown, LA! The Chargers have taken the lead late. Lad McConkey with a touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Raiders 26.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away.
For the Chargers.
Tucker now on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They find themselves down here in the fourth after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. First call here coming from the shotgun. He'll look to throw it. Hits him on the out route. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Second and 3 now. Back to throw. And it got there in time. He's taken down. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. They motion Tucker over left. Now to throw. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Pitch dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Nearly got that football in plus territory with the pick, Brock, but the drop does give the offense an opportunity to now punt this away.
Yeah, either way, you should be getting the ball as a result of that play. It's just, well, now it's going to be a little bit tougher. He's got to string a longer drive together, nearly an opportunity to set the offense up for success.
And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Into the victory formation they go, Brock, here on 1st down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next to that official to signal it in just as that knee goes down.
So the Chargers take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.